We have a very special gentleman who has just arrived. And in fact, I've never seen Maples Road so clear of all other traffic to make way for that big sleigh. And here he comes right down US 27, taking a left-hand turn onto Maples Road, onto the glorious Federated Media Expressway, none other than the one, the original Santa Claus.
Well, good morning, Steve, and all the folks in WOWOland. I'm so happy that I could make the move here this morning, but it's a busy, busy day, and I'm not going to be able to spend a great amount of time. You know, we're starting to load the sleigh and getting the reindeer all harnessed up. It's just going to be frantic till I take off.
Well, Santa, I know that this is a very special situation this year, and we've got a message for all the boys and girls who might be listening at home with their moms or their grandparents today, and they certainly want to have those children doing something other than probably screaming around the kitchen table this morning. So why don't we ask all parents or grandparents to get their kids on the telephone line. We're going to open up our lines here, which normally we have reserved for newsmakers and for input one way or the other, but this year is for the kids, okay?
Well, you know, I really appreciate that, because it isn't every time I can think about everything for every young boy or girl, and maybe some input from the youngsters this morning would give me a few ideas for the trip tonight.
Well, we need a few good ideas, because sometimes when people call in on those lines, they don't have very many good ideas, but we put them on anyway, so we'll see what happens. 447-1190 if you're in the Fort Wayne area. 447-1190 or 1-800-333-1190 if you're outside of the Fort Wayne dialing area, but a part of our great WOWOland. Santa Claus is manning the phones right now. Want to remind you now, this is for children. Now, Mom and Dad, if you want that new Lexus or the Mercedes or something like that, you're going to have to go over to one of our sister stations and try to win a contest or something. But if you want the real McGill, it's Santa Claus right here, 447-1190. And, of course, out in the WOWOland area, 1-800-333-1190. And I think it looks like we may have a call or two coming in right now. Can we check line 2 and see who we've got here? And we'll say, hey, good morning. Who is this?
Landry.
What's your name?
Landry.
Okay, and do you want to talk to Santa Claus for just a moment?
Yes.
Okay, well, let's get Santa Claus on here. Good morning, Santa Claus.
Well, good morning, and how are you, young fella?
Good.
You've been good?
Yes.
Okay, how old are you?
5.
You're 5,
my
okay.
Goodness.
And
Do you have any brothers or sisters in the house?
Brother.
Brother.
Don't scream.
Okay.
I hear Mom back there. Mom, why don't you come to the phone for a minute? Can you tell us what your youngster wants?
Well, my granddaughter would like some new clothes.
Okay. Anything in particular?
Pants and shirt. She would like some clothing for her Barbies.
Oh, yes, we have that, I know.
She said she would like some new shoes.
All right, I'm making the list, Grandma, and I just appreciate the
She
fact
would like a picture frame.
A picture frame. Who's she going to put in the picture?
Probably her brother.
Oh, that's good. Isn't that nice?
Wonderful.
Santa, you better put something else nice for that young lady for taking care of her sibling like that.
Indeed, we'll have some surprises. At least one little surprise. And Grandma, I would like to say to you, God bless you for being so kind to your grandkids.
Well, bless you, too.
All right. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas to both of you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Okay, let's go. Boy, the phones are ringing off the hook here today, Santa Claus. You're a very popular person, at least on December the 24th. Let's take another phone call. If you've got kids that are sitting around the house this morning or grandkids, 447-1190 or 1-800-333-1190. Let's take another call here on our phone line, our wish line this morning. Who we got here?
Eldest.
Who is it?
Eldest.
Okay, and you want to talk to Santa Claus?
Yeah.
Okay, how old are you?
7.
7. Okay, Santa, it's all yours.
Well, I'll tell you this. At 7 years of age, you probably have a pretty good idea of something special, don't you?
Because yesterday was my birthday.
Well, happy birthday as well as Merry Christmas. That's wonderful. Do you have any brothers or sisters in your house?
One sister.
Is she older or younger?
Younger.
Okay. Do you take good care of her and help Mommy?
Yeah.
Well, that's wonderful. So at that point, would your sister like anything special for Christmas?
Makeup. That she actually wanted.
Okay, we're getting it. I'm trying to get some stuff written down here as we go by. What present of all would you like to have?
A snowboard.
Sounds like a snowblower. That'd be very, very appropriate for tomorrow.
It would, with the snow is coming for sure.
Okay.
Well, the one thing that we have to remember, you be sure tonight to get to bed early, because once I start, I have to keep right on going. And if young children aren't in bed, I don't know that I might be able to stop. So will you get to bed nice and early tonight?
Yes.
Okay.
That's wonderful. You're a good boy, and we love you.
All
Merry
right.
Christmas to you.
Let's take another call. I don't think we're going to be able to get all these calls in this next hour because the phones are ringing off the hook. 447-1190, 1-800-333-1190. This is for kids this morning on News Talk 1190 WOWO 92.3 FM. Let's take another phone call this morning. We're going to say, good morning. Who's on the phone with us this morning?
Lindsay.
Say that one more time.
I'm Lindsay.
Lindsay. Okay,
Lindsay,
good morning.
yes.
Here's Santa Claus. Santa, this is Lindsay.
Lindsay, how old are you?
8.
Okay, and so you go to school, and where do you go to school?
Huntington Catholic.
Okay, I like that as
I
well.
do too, Huntington. That's
Yeah.
great.
Nice to hear you from way out in the countryside. So I'm sure you have a special present you'd like for Christmas.
Uh-huh.
What would that be?
I want an American Girl doll.
An American Girl doll.
Oh, that is wonderful. And I know I will check the list. I know we have some, and I'll be sure that the elves get some of that stuff loaded for you, because it won't be too long, and we'll be flying away for our night around the world, and we'd love to stop at your house as well.
Thank you, Lindsay, for calling in this morning. And boys and girls, stay on our line, 447-1190.
Merry Christmas.
Yes, Santa Claus is here, 1-800-333-1190. Fort Wayne's Morning News. News Talk 1190, WOWO 92.3 FM.
Morning,
Good
Steve.
morning, Santa Claus. You didn't have any trouble coming up our WOWO fire escape this morning, did you?
No, it's a little squeaky, though. I think it does need some oil.
And you know what's going to happen after tomorrow, Santa Claus, on Wednesday morning? That's going to be covered with heavy snow.
I hope there's enough snow for the sleigh tonight.
Well, I think there might be, but do you have plenty of room in your sleigh for toys for the boys and girls across WOWOland?
We have more than I believe I could ever use, and I love it.
I like to hear that. Well, let's see if we can't honor the wishes of some of the boys and girls across WOWOland this morning. They're waiting on our lines at 447-1190 or 1-800-333-1190. And let's take a call right now. Who do we have on our Santa line this morning? Who do we have? Good morning. Are you there? Are you there, young man or young lady?
Yeah.
Okay, you're there. Good morning. How are you this morning?
Good.
Oh, boy, we have a whole group. How many do we have?
3.
Three.
1 boy and 2 girls.
One boy and 2 girls. Okay, girls, don't beat up on that little boy now.
Well, I would like to know your names first. Who's the little girl?
The little girl, the littlest one is Kendra.
Kendra, I think they said. All right. And who's next?
And the oldest girl is Christina.
Christina?
And the oldest boy is me, Brian.
Brian. Well, are you all your brothers and sisters, I would imagine?
Yeah?
Have you all been really good for Mom and Dad this year?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure I've got some things that we're loading that maybe would be just right for you on the trip tonight. Christina, what would your favorite toy be?
What's your favorite toy? Say something.
DS.
Yes, I'd like to know what your favorite toy is so we can be sure to include it in our...
Game.
Okay, one of those games, she said.
Oh, yes,
All
yes,
right.
yes. And let's see, Brian, how about you? What's your best wish?
Skylander Giants.
Oh, my goodness, that should be more fun than you could imagine. Now, we have Krista. What is your wish for a toy?
A DS game.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, well, I think we can get all three of those things over to those three children.
You be good now for Mommy and Daddy. And as I said to the young lady a little early, be sure you get to bed early tonight to be sure when I get there, I'll be able to deliver your wishes.
And kids, can you say all together, Merry Christmas, Santa?
Merry Christmas, Santa!
Merry Christmas to you, you little dears.
Okay, thank you so much. Let's go on to our Santa line right now, 447-1190, 1-800-333-1190. Moms and dads and grandparents, if you have kids around the radio this morning, please call in and share their Christmas wishes with us here at News Talk 1190 WOWO. Who do we have on the Santa line right now?
Christian.
Christian, good morning, sir. How are you?
Good.
Good. You want to talk to Santa?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm happy to talk to you as well, Christian. Now, let's see. How old are you?
8.
Wow. And you go to school and you're what, in second grade or first?
Second.
That's right. And do you like school?
Yeah.
What's the name of your teacher?
Mrs. Hinton.
She nice lady?
Yeah.
Now, I know you must have something special in a Christmas wish. What might that be? What would you like if I can get it delivered to you tomorrow morning?
A sleigh bell?
I'm sorry, would you repeat that? I'm trying to write it down.
A sleigh bell.
Oh,
A sleigh bell, right.
Fine. We'll do everything we can to take care of that for you. And you've been good for Mommy and Daddy, too, I'm sure.
Yep.
Oh, that's what I want to hear. Very, very good, Brian. We appreciate you stopping, and we'll do the best we can. Merry Christmas to you.
Santa, we got to take a break, and thank you, Christian, for calling. And we've got, oh my gosh, look at those lines, Santa. There's more reds on those phone lines blinking than there is for all over Christmas. If you've got a little boy or girl or a grandson or granddaughter at home, call us, please, on our Santa line here at News Talk 1190 WOWO, 447-1190 or 1-800-333-1190. We're going to be back in just about 10 minutes with more calls to Santa Claus. We're preempting our regular programming this morning because we have a very special guest in the studio, none other than Santa Claus. Good morning, Santa.
Well, good morning, Steve. Good morning. I see we have a number of people trying to have a little conversation with me, and I certainly hope we can help some of those youngsters while I have time this morning.
We're going to do that. In fact, if you are a parent or a grandparent and you want to saddle up your kids to come to the telephone, just call 447-1190, 1-800-333-1190, and they can talk to Santa Claus directly here. In fact, we've got somebody on the line right now. Good morning. Who is this? Are you there? Say it one more time.
My name is Owen.
Okay, and you want to talk to Santa this morning?
Uh-huh.
Okay, here's Santa.
Well, good morning. How are you today?
Good.
Good. So that means you've been a good child too, doesn't it?
Huh?
Okay, now you're calling because I'm sure there's something you would really like for Christmas. Tell Santa what that could be.
A four-wheeler.
Repeat that for me, please.
Four-wheeler.
Four-wheeler.
Oh, wow, that is wonderful. Well, I'll tell you, I'll put that right on my list right now, and hopefully we will be at your home sometime tonight, and I hope you're sound asleep.
Okay, thank you very much, and Merry Christmas. Let's take another call from another WOWOland listener. And who do we have on the phone this morning?
Seth.
Say it one more time.
Seth.
Seth. Okay, Seth, good morning. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay, you want to talk to Santa this morning?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, Steph, nice to hear your voice this morning, and tell us, how old are you?
I'm 9.
Ooh, boy, and which school do you go to?
Little Turtle Elementary.
There you are, and do you like school?
Sort of.
What's your favorite subject in school?
Art.
I'm taking too long to answer that one, Santa.
I think maybe he was going to say recess, but I don't believe that was the one. Anyway, let's talk about what you would like Santa to bring you tomorrow morning. What would that be?
I would like a Lego set that has over 1,000 pieces.
Ooh, wow, that sounds wonderful. That is really wonderful. We'll be loading the sleigh pretty soon.
Okay, thanks.
So you be good boy, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks,
Merry
Seth.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. Santa, boy, look at all these phone calls coming in this morning. Let's take another phone call this morning. Who is this on the phone?
Gabrielle.
All right, how are you this morning?
Fine.
Do you want to talk to Santa?
Yeah.
Okay, here you go.
Well, good morning, good morning. We have so many youngsters on the phone calling. We'll have to be fairly quick so that I can get this list straightened out properly. Maybe you should just tell me, what would you like for Christmas tomorrow?
Would you like?
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds really fine. I've jotted it down, and hopefully we'll be able to surprise you in the morning under the tree with your favorite gift. Merry Christmas to you. Bye.
Okay, let's maybe take one more, and before we take our break, and who do we have on our Santa line this morning?
Dalen.
Dalen, is it?
Uh-huh.
All right, do you want to talk to Santa?
Uh-huh.
He's sitting right here.
Nice to hear your voice this morning. How old are you, Dalen?
8.
Well, and you, of course, are on a little vacation time. When do you have to go back to school? After the first of the year?
January 1st.
Okay, so in the meantime, I'll bet you have something very special you'd like to have, right?
Yep.
What would that be?
Xbox.
Ooh, Xbox.
Ooh, boy, you have a very, very wonderful choice there, and I know we've got some of those things available for you, so you get to bed early tonight now and sleep sound, and in the morning, let's see what we can get under your tree, okay?
All right, Merry Christmas. Santa, we got to take a break, and when we come back in just about 5 minutes or so, you're going to take some more calls from the kids around WOWOland. And if you have a young child around the house and you want to call our number here, 447-1190, or if you're out there in WOWOland at a non-toll-free area, call us on our toll-free line, 1-800-333-1190. Good morning. I'm Steve Shine, sitting in for the vacationing Charlie Butcher. It is 8:41, 19 minutes before 9 o'clock. All right, let's try it again here. Are you there?
Well, certainly.
There we go. There we go, Sam. We need a new mic here at WOWO. Is that all right? It's the one that was probably in the old Gaskins building for several years.
I remember this very microphone 10 years ago.
I'm sure you do. Okay, let's see. Let's take a phone call right now. Who do we have with us on our Santa Claus line this morning? Are you there, young man or lady?
Michael?
Okay. You want to talk to Santa?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, good morning. Good morning. I appreciate the fact you've waited so long because I really wanted to talk to you. Tell me, what would your favorite gift be for Christmas?
A skateboard.
Please, would you repeat that for me?
A skateboard.
Skateboard.
Oh, skateboard. Yes, we have all kinds of skateboards, and I'm sure I'll be able to select one that will really make you happy. So get to bed early, be a good boy, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, that was nice. Very good. All right, let's see if we got a time for one or two more calls. Let's see who we've got. Who's this on the phone with me this morning?
I'm getting Gabriel away from my radio.
You're getting Gabriel away from your radio. Okay, Gabriel, come blow that horn, Gabriel, and right here on WOWO and talk to Santa Claus. Are you there, Gabriel?
Yes.
Well,
okay.
Nice to hear you, and I'm glad your mommy got you away from the radio so we could listen to you much better. Tell me, what would you like best for Christmas?
Truck.
Truck.
Okay. What kind of a big truck? Small truck?
A big one.
Big truck. All right, I'll try to get a little corner of the sleigh all set, and we'll get that big truck in there for you under the tree tomorrow morning. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Thank you, Santa.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Gabriel, and Merry Christmas to you, Santa. You got to get going, right?
Well, certainly I do appreciate the chance, Stephen, to stop here and talk to the youngsters. This is one of my very favorite areas of the world. And, of course, WOWO is one of my very favorite radio stations. I can hear it all over the world as I'm traveling.
And that sets the mark for our standards here at News Talk 1190 WOWO. Thank you, Santa Claus. Merry Christmas to you.
God bless you, and Merry Christmas to all.